Hi there, this is Doris from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and I'm a doTERRA Wellness with Rita Bottle. Is our other page you can take a look at ideas and whatnot. But I really just wanted to start by saying I hope this day finds you well. You, your family, your relatives, your friends, and I know that that's not the case for everyone. And my heart goes out to all of those that have been impacted by the latest happenings in our world. I want to thank the frontline workers everywhere that continue to show up for work to support this communities across the world. Thank you so much. I've also had a lot of people reach out and understand that this increases our level of anxiousness, being out of control, the unknown. It can heighten a lot of negative thoughts and emotions, and those things can impact our health. We experience 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day, upwards of that, probably more these days, and we're not even aware of them. 80% of them are negative and stem from a repeated story of something that might have happened even when we were 4. It could have been a word. It didn't have to be a major trauma. And for some in this world, a major trauma continues to affect their emotional well-being, their mental wellness. 90% of those thoughts repeat every single day. The story repeats and it stifles us, it causes fear. And in turn, this heightened state causes a lot of inflammation in our body. Our brain and gut are constantly communicating. Inflammation is necessary for healing, but when we have too much of it, it causes unwellness in our systems over time, right? Things don't happen overnight, although sometimes, you wake up and you might not feel well, or you find out you have a condition, that kind of thing, but it didn't just happen overnight. Some of our thoughts affect our well-being. We can change our thoughts. We can become aware of that, and there are lots of tools that we can use. A lot of people use exercise, meditation, yoga, walks, knitting, sewing, painting, whatever that may be. Some of those venues are not available, and thankfully for those communities, they're making things available online. I know we are social beings and we're connected, but we have to continue to do what we're being asked to help stop the spread of environmental threats that are happening. So I've also had a lot of questions about things we can do. So we've talked a little bit about that, but I'm going to talk to you about a simple recipe that I found online, and it's a hand cleansing mist. And I'm just going to quickly go through that and hope that you find it helpful. So I've already put 2/3 of a cup of rubbing alcohol in my container. I like to use a container with a spout because it makes it easier to pour into smaller containers. Now this is a hot commodity. I will tell you with the ingredients that I'm using, if you don't have this cleansing mist, you can make it as a gel or a mist, is still very protective and helping. All right, so let's see, what ingredient do I want to put? Okay, I'm going to put 5 tablespoons of aloe vera. I use the edible one that I got it from Goodness Me. It's pretty thick, so I let this sit in hot water for a bit to make it a little less thick and easier to pour. So how much did I say? 5 tablespoons. A little more is not going to hurt anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and 4 tablespoons of water. I use distilled water. If you have filtered water, that works equally well. I'm probably going to pour more, and again, no worries. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all rinsed out. Because we're using the rubbing alcohol, the alcohol can be drying, so we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon, and again, you can put more. If you have really dry hands, because we're washing them a lot more, you might find that. You can put more. Okay, stir that in. I have this little contraption that I use when I'm making my little potions, and people use it to stir drinks. I use it to scrape off the goodness that's in the measuring spoon. Okay, last but not least, doTERRA's On Guard Protective Blend. It's called a protective blend because it helps to boost and support our immune system, and to help protect us from environmental threats, seasonal threats, and especially when at times where our immune system might be taxed, whether we're overwhelmed, whether we're susceptible during certain times of years, that kind of thing. It has clove, cinnamon, wild orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary. The benefits of those oils have been looked at, and they support us in many, many ways. Now, if you don't have On Guard and you have some of these other essential oils, you can replace things. You can add wild orange is also another supportive oil, and it's very cleansing. Lemon is another one. We can use these things even with water to disinfect and cleanse our countertops, doorknobs, surfaces, that kind of thing. So we can put 10 drops of that in here. Stir that up so that all the ingredients are combined. Notice I put my cap on right away. Essential oils are volatile compounds. They go from liquid to gas as soon as they come into contact with the air. I wish you could smell what I smell. This is so delicious. We stir that up. If you happen to have the On Guard sanitizing spray bottles, I meant to grab one, and I keep mine as they run out, and then I often make my own to refill. Or you can use, I have little glass bottles. These are 1 ounce bottles. You can fill them up, leave some space. Now, because this has the rubbing alcohol, it's a little more liquid. So I use a spray top. I also have a pump. So if you're making this without the rubbing alcohol, it will be a little thicker. The pump would be great, or a squeeze bottle, that would also work. So again, follow what we're being told. The best course is the wash our hands, right? Social distancing, coughing into our elbow, limiting contact, as we said. Some people think that going on a walk with someone right beside them, maybe that's a good idea. From the same family perhaps, but from 2 different families, maybe not such a great idea. And please, people who are traveling, it's an honor system. Follow what's happening. If you look at what's happening in Italy, we need to do our part. If you have any questions, I'll maybe put my phone number. You can text me below. If you're wondering how to get On Guard, if you don't have your own, I recommend certified pure tested grade oils. Do your research. If you want more information about that, you can look on a website called source2u.com to find out the testing, the sourcing, the sustainability of doTERRA's essential oils. I will also drop a link. These can be ordered in any open market. So I can help you with that. Comes from doTERRA, straight to your door. You can order retail, or I can show you how to receive 25% off on your purchase. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say about that. But again, please ask if you need some help. If you are local and you want to make your own hand cleansing mist or pump, I do have some extra bottles available. Just drop me a message and I'll connect with you. And let's see. Also, I know of a local business that does have some On Guard 15 ml On Guard bottles available that they happen to have on stock before some concerns arose because of the environmental threat. If you would like more information on that, also please message below. I hope you found that helpful, and please, as a collective, if we remain optimistic, positive amidst chaos, I strongly believe this too shall pass, and hopefully we have better bonds in communities, in our own community, and with communities across the world. Thank you, and do something that uplifts you, whatever that is. Have a great day.